really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? Do you really know? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listen in. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? 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 Do you know your history? Do you really know? Do you really know? Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are, 'cause we gon' go very far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you know your history? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listen in. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you know your history? Do you really know? Do you really know? Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are, 'cause we gon' go very far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you know your history? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listen in. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. wanna know if you really know who you are, 'cause we gon' go very far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? 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 Do you know your history? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listening. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's a Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know?
We're back. Sorry for the delay. Do some things first. Hope you guys are patient enough to wait for us. Show is not canceled. We are on today. No reruns today.
Yeah.
Hey, you are now tuned into
our Hidden History Radio Show.
Oh God, here we go. You guys already got things going on.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't scream. That just tore up the headphones.
Just cut right into the headphones. All right, here we go.
Thanks, Manny.
Getting scared. All right, so I got one ear, not the other.
Yeah.
Yours, all of us? Okay.
That's all of us, D.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Manny went over there.
Manny might have to hold the cord.
Damn. Do two things at one time. All right. Well, all praise to the Most High, man. So hope you guys, welcome back. Hope you guys looking forward to going over this. So this lesson is going to be the prophet and the fourth beast. Prophet and the fourth beast. Delving deeply into Revelation. We'll be delving into the fourth beast, but I always say Revelation. We'll be delving into the fourth beast in detail. We're gonna touch on that. So hope you guys enjoy the lesson, much as I'm gonna enjoy going through it. So let's begin with Daniel chapter 2. We're gonna read all the way through it, all the way through. Right. Come on. Daniel 2, all the way through.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 1.
Let's go!
And in the second year of the reign of Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar dreamed dreams, wherewith his spirit was troubled, and his sleep brake from him. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, and the astrologers, and the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dreams. So they came and stood before the king.
So you had a dream.
Wait, Deke, hold on.
What's going on?
We reading the whole chapter?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna read? You gonna? You gonna take over?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gonna take over?
It's the whole chapter. You want one more?
One shot. Yeah, one shot.
Read the verse 10 and I'll take over.
I got you.
All right, let's go.
So the king had a dream that troubled him, like Elijah's reading troubles me, and so basically, like a long story short, he had a dream that troubled him, and he summoned his astrologers, his the wizards, to pretty much grant him understanding of his dream. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And the king said unto them, I have dreamed a dream, and my spirit was troubled to know the dream. Then spake the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac.
That's like Syrian. Go ahead. Or Aramaic, pretty much. Go ahead.
O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation.
So his counselors, advisors, the witches, the sorcerers, they said, listen, you had a bad dream? Well, tell us the dream, and we'll interpret it for you. Right? Read on.
The king answered and said to the Chaldeans.
The Chaldeans were the wise, right? Oh, that sounds better. The Chaldeans were the wise men of the Babylonian Empire. They were his advisors. Go ahead.
The thing is gone from me.
I don't remember the dream. You know, you have a dream sometimes and you forget the dream you had, or you'll remember bits and pieces of it.
Right.
But it's not clear like it was when you were dreaming it in the first place. So he says, this dream that I had is gone from me. I don't remember it. But it was the dream that I had. I remember it troubling me, but I forgot what the dream was about. Read on.
If ye will not make known unto me the dream, with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill.
So he says, I want you guys to remind me of what my dream was that I forgot. Okay, the mic's out again. You guys gotta do better, man. So, read the verse again.
And the king answered and said to the Chaldeans, the thing is gone from me.
I forgot. Go ahead.
And if ye will not make known unto me the dream,
You mean, if you will not make known to me the dream that I had that I forgot, go ahead.
with the interpretation thereof,
And the explanation of my dream that I had that I forgot, go ahead.
ye shall be cut in pieces,
I'm going to kill all of you. Go ahead.
and your houses shall be made a dunghill.
And I'm going to turn your homes into a landfill. Go ahead.
But if ye show the dream and the interpretation thereof, ye shall receive of me gifts and rewards and great honor. Therefore show me the dream
Show me the dream I had that I forgot. Go ahead.
and the interpretation thereof.
And I need you to explain the dream that I forgot. Go ahead.
They answered again and said, let the king tell his servant the dream,
They said, wait, can you tell us a dream now? So we can interpret it? Go ahead.
and we will show the interpretation of it.
And we will show you the interpretation. When you explain to us, we will show you the interpretation of it. Go ahead.
The king answered and said, I know of certainty that ye would gain the time, because ye see the thing is gone from you.
Well, I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out because, as I said before, and I'll say again, I forgot it. So you'll figure it out. Go ahead.
But if ye will not make known unto me the dream,
But if you can't explain the dream, like I said, go ahead.
there is but one decree for you. For ye have prepared lying and corrupt words to speak before me.
You're preparing yourself to lie to me and tell me a lie because you don't know. You guys should know, but if you don't know, I'll just kill you. But you're gonna try to lie to me. Go ahead.
Till the time be changed. Therefore, tell me the dream, and I shall know that ye can show me the interpretation thereof.
And I know that you guys are actually useful and aren't full of crap. Go ahead.
The Chaldeans answered before the king and said, there is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter.
Sir, that's impossible for us to show you a dream and interpret a dream that you yourself have forgotten. It's impossible. No man on earth can do what you're asking us to do. It's impossible. Go ahead.
Therefore, there is no king, lord, nor ruler that acts such thing as any magician or astrologer or Chaldean.
Oh, snap. So he said there's no astrologer or sorcerer or magician that's ever been asked this by a king before. This is an impossible task that you're requesting of us. It's not possible. Go ahead.
It is a rare thing that the king requireth, and there is none other than that can show it if before the king, except gods whose dwelling is not with flesh.
Except the God. So he's saying the only way you can, the only ones that can honestly do what you're asking us to do are the gods themselves. No man can do what you're asking is rare. No one's ever asked this before. And what you're asking is the impossible of a man. A god, the gods can do this, but men cannot do this. Read on.
For this cause the king was angry and very furious.
Now he's pissed off now because he's being told these guys they're astrologers, they're sorcerers. They should know. If their gods are dealing with them as he believed, then they should be able to interpret the things that he's asking for. So now he's mad now. He has a bunch of counselors that he feels at this point are useless to him. Read on.
And commanded to destroy all the wise men of Babylon.
So I'm gonna kill all of you then. You guys can't do what I'm asking you to do, which I expect of you, being sorcerers and wizards and so forth. So I'm just gonna kill you all. Because you're a waste of my time. I'm gonna fire you all with death. Go ahead.
And the decree went forth that the wise men should be slain. And they sought Daniel and his fellows to be slain.
So they sought to kill Daniel too. Daniel wasn't there. They sought to kill Daniel and the 3 holy children as well. Okay? To be killed as well. Because they also fell under the category of his wise men. Read on.
Then Daniel answered with counsel and wisdom to
Arioch,
the captain of the king's guard, which was gone forth to slay the wise men of Babylon.
So Arioch was his hitman. He went through to fire everybody in a very violent, murderous way. So we don't watch this.
He answered and said to Arioch, the king's captain, why is the decree so hasty from the king?
Why the king try to kill us so fast? He even gives us a chance to at least figure it out. He's so quick to kill us. Why is so hasty? Go ahead.
Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel.
Then Arioch said, okay, I'm going to explain to you why I'm here to kill everybody. Go ahead.
Then Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would give him time and that he would show the king the interpretation.
So he said, listen, do me a favor, Arioch. Tell the king I got it. I'll figure it out. Just give me some time and I will interpret the dream that he had. I got this. So Daniel stepped up like a G and said, I got this. These guys are idiots. I got you. I'm going to figure it out. Just give me a time frame and I'll take care of it. Any interpretation thereof. Go ahead.
Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions.
These are the three holy children. Go ahead.
That they would desire mercy of the God of heaven concerning this secret.
This dream. Go ahead.
That Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon.
Go ahead.
Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in the night vision.
So the dream that was shown to Nebuchadnezzar that he had forgotten was shown to Daniel in the vision as well, which is crazy that the Lord would transfer one dream from one person's mind into another. Okay, read on.
Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven.
Go ahead.
Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
Go ahead.
And he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding.
That's us, the Israelites. Go ahead.
He revealeth the deep and secret things.
He reveals the deep and secret things to his prophets. Go ahead.
He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Go ahead.
I thank thee and praise thee, O thou, God of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what was desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
Go ahead.
Therefore Daniel went in unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, destroy not the wise men of Babylon.
Yo, listen, Arioch, don't come in and try to kill us, man. I got the dream. I got the interpretation. Relax. Fall back. Go ahead.
Bring me in before the king.
Bring me to the king. Go ahead.
And I will show unto the king the interpretation.
I'll show him the dream he had and his interpretation. Go ahead.
Then Arioch brought in Daniel before the king in haste, and said thus unto him, I have found a man of the captives of Judah.
Because Daniel was a tribe of Judah. The three holy children, they were all the tribe of Judah. Daniel was a descendant of King David. He was King Hezekiah's. He was King Hezekiah's great-great-grandkids or whatever. Go ahead.
I will make known unto the king the interpretation.
Yeah, so I found one of the captives here of your wise men, the one who can interpret the dream you had. Go ahead, that you forgot. Go ahead.
The king answered and said to Daniel, whose name was Belshazzar, art thou able to make known unto me the dream which I have seen, and the interpretation thereof?
So the king renamed Daniel. You know how slavery, you're in captivity, your name is you get renamed. So he named him after his god, Belteshazzar. Okay, that was Daniel's slave name. Like you had Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego with the three brothers, heathen names. Go ahead.
Verse 27.
So he says to Daniel, are you going to interpret the dream that I had that I forgot? You going to interpret it for me? Go ahead.
Daniel answered in the presence of the king.
Now remember, the king would know if they're lying because remember a dream, he forgot the dream, but there was obviously bits and pieces of the dream he remembered, so he'll know if they're lying or not. Okay, read on.
Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, the secret which the king hath demanded cannot the wise men.
Listen, your wise men here, they don't know, they can't interpret that dream. Go ahead.
The astrologers.
Your astrologers can't interpret this dream.
The magicians.
Your magicians can't interpret this dream.
The soothsayers.
Your soothsayers can't interpret this dream.
Show unto the king.
They can't show you. They can't show you a damn thing. These guys are basically. Daniel was saying these guys are worthless. They can't show you nothing. Go ahead.
But there is a God in heaven that revealeth secrets.
But my God, not the God of these dudes over here, but my God is in heaven. Go ahead.
And maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days.
So the God of heaven that I serve, my God, unlike the gods of you and the rest of these idiots and the rest of these useless niggas over here, heathens over here, my God reveals secrets and explains things. And it's going to show you what shall happen in the latter days. Because Nebuchadnezzar's dream are the major captivities from Babylon all the way till now. Read on.
Thy dream and the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into my mind upon thy bed.
So, let's just read it again.
As for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed.
So this is your dream. Go ahead.
What should come to pass hereafter?
What should come to pass from this point in time and after you. Go ahead.
And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass.
Go ahead.
But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living.
So I'm not saying that I'm the wisest man on the earth. That's not the reason why it was revealed to me. Go ahead.
But for the sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know that the thoughts of thy heart.
Oh God, Jess, take over from verse 31.
All right.
He made it, man. He made it halfway. That's good. I'll give him props. Go ahead.
Oh, praise it. Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image.
So we're gonna go through this slow. This is the whole net of the lesson. So we're gonna start from verse 31 again.
Thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image.
So he said, King, you saw a great image, or we would call a statue today. You saw a great image. Go ahead.
This great image, whose brightness was excellent,
And his brightness of this image you saw in your dream was excellent. Go ahead.
stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible.
And it was a very, very huge, fierce statue you're seeing. Go ahead.
This image's head was of fine gold.
And the image you saw in your dream, the image of his head was of fine gold. Go ahead.
His breast and his arms of silver.
His breast, his chest, and his arms were of silver. Go ahead.
His belly and his thighs of brass.
The belly and his thighs are of brass. The half of his leg is of brass. Go ahead.
Verse 33. His legs of iron.
And he had iron legs. Iron legs. Come on.
His feet part of iron.
So the legs, remember you have two arms. You have silver arms, that's left and right. Then both legs, left and right, were iron. Keep that in mind, because these are very important what's the word? Attributes that are very important to emphasize on. The arms, the legs, read on.
And part of clay.
And so the feet, which were part of the legs, were part iron, which means that the toes are obviously an extension, or your feet are an extension of your legs, but they weren't completely iron. They were iron and partly clay. Now, a standing image with a golden head, a silver arms and chest, brass stomach and thighs, and then silver legs, and you have iron and clay toes. That's not a stable statue, because iron and clay don't go well together. So the foundation is what? Weak. It's the decadence of the empires. That's where we are now. We are in the toes with iron and clay. That's our time frame we're in now. Read on.
Thou sawest till that a stone was cut out without hands.
And then he saw a stone cut out without hands. Go ahead.
Which smote the image upon his feet.
Why? Because that is the weakest part of the image, is the iron and the clay feet. So the stone smote the bottom of the image, not the head, because the head is gold. That's strong. Not the silver, because the silver's strong. Not the brass, because the brass is strong. You throw a rock at brass, it'll do nothing. You throw a rock at gold, it'll do nothing. You throw a rock at silver, it'll do nothing. But you throw that stone at the iron and them clay feet, it's going to fall apart. Go ahead.
That were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces. Then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer, threshing floors, and the wind carried them away.
I mean, there were no more. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called the times of the Gentiles. The statue that Nebuchadnezzar was shown is the times of the Gentiles. That's why he said that dream you had was about the latter times or latter days. Now you may ask yourself, why would the Lord show Nebuchadnezzar, a Babylonian king, the latter days? What is the point and premise of doing that? He could have showed this dream to Persia. He could have given this dream to Alexander the Great. He could have given this dream to Augustus Caesar. So what was the significance of showing the dream to Babylon? Why? Well, we'll get to that later on. Not today, possibly not today, but we will get to it. I need you guys to figure out why. That'll be your homework. Why would the Lord show Nebuchadnezzar, a Babylonian king, the times, the beginning and the end of the times of the Gentile kingdoms that reign supreme over the earth in these particular time frames? Why? Let's read on.
That no place was found for them.
No place is found. I mean, they didn't rule anymore. There was no room for renaissance, no room for rebirth, no room for rebuilding. They're gone. Read on.
And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
Because that stone wasn't a regular stone. That stone was Christ. Hold that. The stone was Isaiah 28. Regarding that stone, and give me Ephesians 2 and 20.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
Right. So that stone, who is that stone? Get Ephesians 2:20 now. See who that stone is?
The book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 20. Let's go. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone.
So Christ is that stone that was cut without hands in Daniel chapter 2 that smote the image upon its feet. That's Christ coming in the end to destroy the latest kingdoms on the earth in our time. It don't say that the stone came down and kissed the feet. The stone came down and massaged the feet. The stone came down and hugged the feet. The stone came down and taught the feet how to be better. No, it says they smote the feet, meaning it destroyed the feet. There is no Christ coming here and having a sit down with America on how to get themselves together, how to fix democracy,
Right.
how to fix republicanism, how to fix conservatism. No. He's coming to destroy everything. I saw a video of one of our greatest fans, Mark Reiser, had a conversation with a brother who was once part of One West. It was hilarious. I love it. It was Haragadia, a brother named Haragadia, who was once part of the One West organization years ago, and he fell out for whatever reason of the past. It's none of my business. I wasn't even born, most likely, or I was a baby when this happened. But he left, and Mark Reiser, who calls himself Vocab Malone, had a sit down with him. I know he was very excited about the sit down because he assumed that this man was once part of One West. He might gain some secret knowledge or insight on how to further hinder or destroy or defame this movement. So as they're having a sit down, a conversation about the One West movement and Ariah and all the elders that preceded us, that laid upon the foundation of Christ, who we are, what we know of today, Haragadia began to explain to this man that America is in the Bible, and that America has committed the most heinous crime imaginable. And in fact, it has been agreed upon that the transatlantic slave trade was one of history's most atrocious, if not the worst things that ever occurred in this earth to a people, ever. I believe 3 nations denied it. I think it was America was one, right? Yeah. Argentina, which is run by, and Israel were the 3 that said, no, we don't accept that, because that would lean towards them owing us something for acknowledging that. Now, Argentina, of course, is primarily now, I would say, a bunch of Germans and Israelis living there now. They pretty much forced most of our people out of there into Chile. Mm-hmm. So a lot of Argentinians are not really our people anymore, for the most part. A lot of them. Blanqueamiento, the whitening, of course. They forced a lot of us out. A lot of us moved into Chile or remote outskirts of Argentina, so you'll find the natives.
And they also pushed us during wars to the front lines.
Oh, to kill us off. Yep.
Fodder, yeah.
Yep.
And then like those of us that were in the front lines and went into these other countries fighting our own people, they left us in those countries.
Wow.
And didn't allow us to come back in. And they also the whitewashing going into our sisters and all that. So,
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So that's pretty much the history of Argentina in a nutshell, presently. But my point in all that is to say that he tried to go out and try to attack us by using elders or men who were around at that time, and it backfired because the brothers said, listen, despite your issue with the Israelites or whoever, you cannot deny that America is recorded in the Bible regarding having slaves, souls of men, acquiring wealth from merchandise, which is the merchants who were involved in the slave trade. So America's sins are in the Bible, and America will be judged for what she's done, regardless of what you believe, we believe, or whether you're against it or for it. And he stood there and started packing his bags. It was bad. It was very bad. Because a lot of these people in Christianity, they'll argue about with us back and forth all day. You guys aren't Jews. You guys aren't Israelites. You guys are imposters. Revelation 2 and 9 is talking about you. Okay, no problem. But America still condemned according to the scriptures. America is condemned. America's actions towards the people were heinous and atrocious, and the Bible forbids such actions against the people. And so, therefore, America must be judged. Okay? So, you can believe what you want to believe all you want. America will be judged. America hates God. America speaks evil of God in every spectrum possible. Transgenders, gay parades. America definitely has pressed the buttons of the Lord. And I'm pretty sure he's pissed off. So regardless of what you feel about us, that don't change America's judgment. It doesn't change it at all. Okay? So where we at? We start the verse 35, right? 36.
Yeah, yes, sir. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 36. Come on! This is the dream. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't finish the end of 35. It says, the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Meaning it became an empire, took over the earth. Go ahead.
This is the dream, and we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king.
So after Daniel explained all of that, he goes, okay, you got it? That's the image. Now I'm going to interpret the dream for you. Because remember, the king said, I want you to explain my dream I had, and I want you to interpret it. So Daniel went through all of that, then said, now I'm going to interpret the dream for you. You want the dream that you forgot, and you want the interpretation, like to hear it, here go. Read on.
Thou, O king, art a king of kings.
Yeah, you a king of kings. You're the top. Go ahead.
For the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom.
My God of heaven has given you. Something's burning. Yeah. Read on again. Oh, it's the heat. Okay, cool. We didn't have to say, okay, come on, man. We black now. You smell fire. We running. We ain't even ask no questions. You smell fire. I'm out. I'm going to tell you straight. Y'all better run as fast as me. My tall ass is going to be up out of here in seconds. Fire. I'm black. Where we at? Read again.
Thou, O king, art a king of kings. For the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom.
The God of heaven, my God, has given you a kingdom. We think that these kingdoms that reign today, we think that they acquire power because they're just so strong and so smart and just so wise and so industrious and so industrious and powerful. No, the reason why these empires thrive and rule today is because our God put them in position to do so. Okay, read on.
Power and strength and glory and whatever.
Read it one time.
Thou, O king, art a king of kings. For the God of heaven have given thee a kingdom. Power.
Stop. The God of heaven have given you a kingdom. What else?
Power.
Stop. The God of heaven also gave this man power. Now remember, Nebuchadnezzar has what? He has sorcerers. He has wizards. He has soothsayers. He has whatever. These are all witches and sorcerers. This is evil. So what power or whose power did God give to Babylon? Was it God's power? Well, obviously it is God's power. But whose power did God give Babylon to? He gave Satan's power to Babylon. That's what he did. He gave Satan's power to Babylon. Every empire on the earth that rules and reigns. That's not us. They're powers of Satan. Every last one of them. Y'all think, oh man, Satan. No. Satan did rebel. God said, Satan, I want you to give power to this kingdom. And then when that kingdom falls, you're going to rule that kingdom next. And that kingdom next. And that kingdom next. Now, get Matthew 4. Just to prove it, just to back it up. Matthew 4. If I get Luke 4, I like Luke 4 better. Get Luke 4. Luke 4 is a bit more detailed to me than Matthew 4 is. Luke 4 and read verse 2.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 2. Come on! Being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered.
So now Christ fasted for 40 days. And after that he was hungry. Go ahead.
And the devil said unto him.
So now at this point, Christ has fasted for 40 days. He's exhausted. He's hungry. And at his weakest, as a man, Satan approaches him to tempt him, saying what? Go ahead.
If thou be the Son of God.
If you are who you say you are, go ahead.
Command this stone that it be made bread.
Turn this stone into bread and eat. Go ahead.
And Jesus answered him, saying, It is written, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God.
So how does Christ combat Satan? With the laws and commandments of God. He didn't say Holy Spirit, the Holy Spirit. He said the laws of God are what a man needs to live. Read on.
Verse 5. And the devil, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world.
Showed him what?
All the kingdoms of the world.
Now remember, during this time, this is Rome. And Rome is part of that standing image you read about earlier with the iron legs. Christ was in the iron legs of that standing image that the king of Babylon saw. So read it again.
Showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world.
Showed unto Christ all the kingdoms of the world. Go ahead.
In a moment of time.
So he showed Christ all the kingdoms of the world in a moment in time. Flash. Like a portal, like an image. Go ahead. In a moment of time. Go ahead.
And the devil said unto him.
Watch this.
All this power will I give thee.
All this what?
All this power will I give thee.
All this power. Remember in Daniel. All this power will I give thee. Go ahead.
And the glory of them.
And the what?
The glory of them.
These are the same words in Daniel 2. The God of heaven have given you, Nebuchadnezzar, power and glory. But where's that power and glory come from? Read on.
For that is delivered unto me.
What?
For that is delivered unto me.
Now we know where the empires of the world today get their power from. Babylon's power came from Satan. Persia's power came from Satan. Greece's power came from Satan. Rome's power comes from Satan. And all the European powers that run the world today all acquire their power from the devil himself. That is who their God is. All the nations have a God, and their God is the devil. Read on.
And to whomsoever I will, I give it.
And to whomsoever I will, I give it. Based upon whose instructions? God's instructions. God tells Satan who and who not to give power to. Because this earth, or this realm, belongs to Satan. God gave Satan rulership over the earth. That's his station. That's his domain. Some angels are over the sun. Some angels are over the sea. Some angels are over the sky. Some angels are over the earth itself. Satan is over the earth itself. So that's the power. That's where his power comes from. Let's go back to Daniel now.
Verse 7.
Yeah, read on. Yeah, read on.
Verse
Oh,
7.
yeah. Read verse 7, yes.
If thou therefore wilt worship me.
Well, what?
Worship me.
All the nations worship him. All their God, they have different names for him, but it all ties back to him. Even if their God is a her, it all ties back to him too. It all ties back to him too. Read again.
If thou therefore wilt worship me.
Worship me. Go ahead.
All shall be thine.
All the power and the glory of the kingdoms before you and during you, in your present time and after you, will I give to you. Christ is like, nah, I'm good over here. I'm going to get it anyway. Read on.
Verse 8. And Jesus answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
Yeah, that's all I want. So, Christ said, get out of here, man. I don't want all that, man, because Christ knew it was already promised to him. Let's go back to Daniel again.
Yes, sir. The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse
So
37.
now you know where America's power comes from. You think that Oppenheimer learned his knowledge of how to make this power from the sun fall on the earth? What? Because he was so smart. Because he was just so Caucasian. He was just Caucasian. He was just Caucasing it out. Just Caucasity. Just in all his great Caucasity, he just figured out how to harness the power of the sun.
No.
Einstein is just such a genius. He's just so white. Oh, he's just so white and smart. Oh, no. Satan dealt with these people.
How they was able to make a space suit to go out of
Yep.
space.
To know how much oxygen they were going to need to get out there, what kind of metal they were going to use to put on the ship to travel through there. Even rocket science itself, Jack Parsons. Mm-hmm. Jack Parsons is the reason behind rockets in the first place, to propel into space. That was all satanic, all of it. Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons, all these guys are heavily rooted in Satanism. And even now, as we speak, you have Edomites right now walking around who are celebrities, actors, talk show hosts, first ladies, ex-presidents' wives up here cutting off children's faces and wearing them like masks to harness the power of children, primarily black children, I'm pretty sure. They call them, in the Epstein files, they call them pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? That's what they're doing. These guys have a God that they honor. The same way we sacrifice to our God, they sacrifice to their God too.
And the Manhattan Project, they did all of that at the Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
At the Bohemian Grove. That's where they came together for the whole Manhattan Project.
Mm-hmm.
Where they worship their God at.
Every president has to go. Every president has to visit the Bohemian Grove. Every president has to visit the Bohemian Grove. Every president has to wear a yarmulke too, and pay reverence to the so-called also, the Israelis. Biden had one on, Obama wore one, Trump wore one. They all have to wear that stupid-ass yarmulke to reverence Israel, because the Israelis are the Timan. They are the wise men of this realm. The banking system, the World Bank, the laws, the judicial system, they run it all. They run it all.
They're one of the
There
main
you
dukes.
go right there.
One of the main dukes.
You're the main dukes. Amalek's the main duke. All right, so let's go back to Daniel again.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 37. Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the God of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory.
Right, from who? From the devil himself. Go ahead.
And wheresoever the children of men dwell, the beasts of the field, and the fowls of the heaven have he given into thy hand, and have made thee ruler over them all. Thou art this head of gold.
So you, Nebuchadnezzar, your kingdom is the head of gold on this great standing image. You stand at the top, the pinnacle of this great image you saw in your dream that you forgot. That head of gold is you. Go ahead.
And after thee shall arise another kingdom.
And after you shall arise a what?
Another kingdom.
After you shall arise another kingdom. Go ahead.
Inferior to thee.
You may ask yourself, Persia was very formidable. Persia was a powerful empire, so why is it saying inferior to thee? Because Persia didn't start off as Persia. Persia was the Medes first. Now, the Persians are what you call so-called East Indians today. East Indians today. Elam, that's the Persians, okay? But the Medes are Japheth. The Medes are North Iranians. North Iranians or Japheth. The Medes were an inferior kingdom, but they aligned themselves with the Persians. That's why they represent the chest and the arms, because the Medes the left, Persians the right. That's why for body parts. Damn. Anatomy, yes. The limbs. That's what I'm looking for. Limbs. The limbs. So the Medes is left, and the Persians is right. That's what it means when it says the breast and the arms. That's why he put the Persians and the Medes as the arms and chest, because it's a dual empire, duality. All right, read again.
And after thee shall rise another kingdom, inferior to thee, and another third kingdom of brass.
And a third kingdom of brass, which is the belly and the thighs. There's no two limbs there. It's one. That's the belly and the thighs. That goes into that. Remember, it's the belly. It starts off at just one, right? The belly, Because that's one part, one organ, one part of the body. Then it says the thighs. You have thighs, that's 2 sets. So now what happens to Greece? It gets divided. That's why it goes from the belly to the thighs, because the Greek Empire began to split through his 4 generals. That's why it went from the belly united, the belly's united, to the thighs. The thighs is both your legs. You don't have one thigh, you have 2. So the Greek Empire began to split based upon Alexander's death, and his 4 generals took over. That's why they branched from the belly into the thighs. You understand? Because of the division of the Greek Empire once he died through his 4 generals. So he's the belly and the thighs. Uniformed, then divided toward the end. The thighs. Read on. Brass. Read on.
And another third kingdom of brass.
And another third kingdom of brass. Go ahead, that's Greece. Go ahead.
Which shall bear rule over all the earth.
So this third beast would bear rule over all of the known world, because their empire was stretched beyond Babylon's, beyond Persia, thanks to Alexander. Go ahead.
Verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron.
The 4th kingdom is the legs, because Rome, over time in the kingdom, or later on, not the kingdom, as a kingdom later on, split into 2. That's why it's the legs. Read on.
For as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdueth all things.
And it's the strongest. Go ahead.
And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes.
Then you saw, so you have the legs, that's Rome, the feet and toes. Now you see the iron, the legs of iron. Now you see the feet and the toes. Go ahead.
Part of potter's clay.
Part of potter's clay. Go ahead.
And part of iron.
And part iron. So this clay is not hardened clay. It's soft clay. Because potter's clay, you mold it to what you want it to be. So this clay here isn't not the hardened clay. It's the potter's clay where it's moldable, turn it into a vase, turn it into a whatever, cup, whatever bowl. It's still, malleable. Thank you, malleable. It's still soft. So you can't have iron and soft clay together and it be strong. It's not going to work that way. It's weak. So the foundation of this standing image would be weak. This is biblically called the age of decadence. America is officially 250 years old, which is the marked average year for empires in their time to fall into an age of decadence. I'm watching YouTube on the way here, and I see Ray J and some other dude, Orlando, the retarded
Brown,
dude,
yeah.
Orlando Brown, fighting in a boxing ring like 2 old drunk uncles. This is our entertainment? This is what we're doing now, having 2 has-been black men, losers, that been diddied up and diddied down, diddle-daddled, fighting in a ring? That's what we're doing? We're watching this. Look, this look like somebody's dad. This is insane.
That's crazy.
This is diabolical. This is our. We're gonna watch 2 diddle daddles in a boxing ring.
Finish him.
This is insane. These guys both on medication. This is what we're gonna watch. This is what we're watching. Look at the guy's face in the background. Look at their faces. This is ridiculous.
Like we really.
It's a minstrel show.
Yeah.
This is a boxing minstrel show. Age of decadence. Cooking shows, chef shows, sports all day. Decadence. Feminism. Decadence. Read on.
But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay.
Go ahead.
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay.
The toes of the feet were part of iron and part clay. Go ahead.
So the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Weak. That's the age of decadence. It'll be strong militarily, but weak socially.
See, let me go back to verse 41.
Yep.
And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Yep.
But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as
That's all I want. So it says, you sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron. The kingdom shall be divided socially, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron because of the military prowess it has, the military technology it has. It'll be strong militarily, but it will not be strong socially at all, because America is a melting pot of a diversity of nations that live here, just as it was in Rome. Rome had also the same thing. Rome was also known to be an historical melting pot as well. You can put that on the screen again. I like that. You can put that on the screen again. We're going to go on a break and come back. Go back to the empires you showed. That's some good stuff. Let me see it. Let all of us see it together. We got a text as well. I'll read that after. Well, I'll read the text after this, and then we'll go on a break and come back. All right. So the Roman Empire. We read that?
Individual empires in history have lasted anywhere from less than a century to over 1,000 years. While a popular 20th century theory suggests that major empires last an average of about 250 years, many historic superpowers have defied this timeline.
That's why I said. That's why I always say, on average, they fall, they decline, they begin to decline. Because some empires last for a long time, but on average, a very, very, very major average at that, they begin to show signs of, or they decline. Read on. Read that.
Lifespans of notable empires. Roman Empire lasted about 503 years in its classical phase, 27 BCE to 476 CE.
But it marked this decline at 250 years. Go ahead.
Or over 1,000 years if including the continuation of the Eastern Roman Byzantine Empire.
Because the Eastern, remember, the reason why it says Eastern Roman Empire, because Rome split, remember the two legs. Rome split into two. Under the order of King Diocletian or King Diocletian, a black emperor, Rome began to become unstable. For reasons I won't mention, it'll take too long to explain. But Rome basically, to sum it up, became unstable. So to establish stabilization of Rome, he broke it into two. So he gave Rome an Eastern division and a Western division. So the Eastern division of Rome became Turkey, Constantinople, Turkey. That's the Eastern division of Rome, or Eastern Rome, the Byzantine Empire, or Byzantium. The Western division of Rome is Italy, Rome, its place of origin. Italy, Rome, which was the weakest between the two. And the Western division underwent constant attacks and eventually was overthrown and splintered into 10 different city-states, which are those same toes that Daniel is talking about in chapter 2. That make up what we know of today as the 10 common markets, or the European Union. The Germanic group, the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Greeks, Britain, that's all part of the 10 toes. Different names in those times, but modern times make Britain as well, I said that already. Britain as well, because also a province of Rome, with the exception of Ireland. Ireland was not overthrown or a province of Rome. Britain was. Ireland is new. But there were 10 prior to Ireland. There were 10. Ireland's in a new addition. Okay? So let's go. So read on.
Go back. We wasn't finished. Holy Roman Empire lasted roughly 844 years. The Ottoman Empire ruled for 624
So these guys
years.
defied the physics of 250, which is fine. Go down to the theory.
The 250-year theory, the idea that empires have a strict expiration date of 250 years, comes from a 1978 essay by Sir John Bagot Glubb called The Fate of Empires.
I think I own this book. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah.
Many historians view this rule as a rough general pattern
Right, that's why I say on average. Go ahead.
rather than a hard law, since major dynasties and imperial systems often restart, adapt, or endure much longer depending on economic and political resilience.
I like that part. It says they restart. That's what Rome did. America is the extension of Rome. America is the restart of Rome. That's what it is. Go ahead to what you had before this. Go over to the other one you had. Read that. That's good. That says. Go back. You read that. That's good.
The 7 stages of empire.
Yes, here we go. This is good.
Glubb analyzed historical powers, including the Assyrians.
Remember. We cannot forget the scripture where it says the part iron and miry clay. That's the decadence it's talking about. And that decadence falls under the mixture of nations all being together. Because remember, in the beginning, God did not want all nations together. That's why God caused Babel. Everybody went their own way because God never intended for all nations to be together in one place. So to have them all together in one place is called what? Confusion. Babylon. Read that?
Glove analyzed historical powers, including the Assyrians, Persians, Romans, and British, and argued they moved through the same sequential
The
phases.
Assyrians underwent this phase. The Persians went this phase. The Greeks too. Well, Romans, the reason why they don't count Greeks is because the Romans, the Greeks were pretty much, they merged into Rome. So that's why it's called Greco-Rome. So it's the same thing. So Assyrians, Persians, Romans, go ahead, and British, go ahead.
The Age of Pioneers.
The Age of Pioneers. This is the stages. The Age of Pioneering. Read that.
Sudden burst of energy, expansion, and conquest.
The Assyrians conquered. The Babylonians conquered. The Persians conquered. The Greeks and Romans conquered. That's their pioneer stage. Traveling and conquering far and wide. Pioneers. Like the Pilgrims. Mm-hmm. You know, the Manifest Destiny. You know what they call it? The Christian doctrine, they say? Not Manifest Destiny. They call it the Age of Enlightenment. Damn. So it's called a doctrine. They say they're entitled to have slaves.
Manifest destiny.
I'll call it that. Manifest Destiny, yes, for lack of a better word. Manifest Destiny, traveling, pioneering. Go ahead.
The Age of Conquest.
That's the conquistadors. That's the mercenaries. Missionaries. Same thing. Go ahead.
Gaining territory and establishing authority. The Age of Commerce. Wealth and trade flourish.
Business, wealth, the big boom, money boom, and so forth. Go ahead.
Bringing high standards of living. The Age of Affluence. Mm-hmm. Material success becomes the primary societal focus.
So material success becomes the primary societal. Remember, societies are all together. The Age of Affluence. Material success becomes the primary societal focus. Becoming middle class, upper class, seeking capitalism. Go ahead.
The Age of Intellect.
Age of Intellect. Now, in America, they call it the Age of Enlightenment. That's when there's no more God. Once that bomb got dropped, there's no God. We are God now. That's the Age of Enlightenment, intellect. What's the guy's name? John. Famous name behind Age of Enlightenment. His name is John, not John Locke. There's a famous name that comes to my mind, Age of Enlightenment. Type in Age of Enlightenment real fast. Real fast is a person that mentioned over time. A famous name that comes behind the Age of Enlightenment. Where God's out the window. I'm trying to think. John Locke was right. John Locke, yes. John Locke and other people also introduced what they call naturalism. Naturalism, basically, John Locke, yes. Naturalism is basically another way of saying atheist. You study nature and flowers and greens and corn and say, yeah, we come from corn. All that nonsense. That's where that comes from. Okay, that's where the whole Native Americans came here through the Bering Strait. That's naturalism. Mm. That's what that goes back to. You gonna say something, officer?
No, I was gonna say that falls in line with your Charles Darwin's with the evolution.
Yeah, Darwin. Yep. Darwin, all of that. That's all the Age of Enlightenment. Going back to the Age of Intellect. Read that.
The Age of Intellect focus shifts to education, arts, and public amenities. Mm-hmm. The Age of Decadence.
Here we go.
Marked by...
Intellect also goes into the Manhattan Project.
Yes.
Nuclear science, hydrogen bombs, nuclear fission. That's what that is, nuclear fission. Hydrogen, harnessing the power. Remember, the hydrogen bomb is an exact replica of how the sun is powered. Through hydrogen or energy. It's the power of the sun.
They use uranium.
Yes.
Uranium and all that. Yep.
All of that goes back to them replicating the power of how the sun operates. Mm-hmm. Nuclear bombs and hydrogen bombs are a replica of the sun. Power of the sun. That's what it goes back to. Or the power of fire. This goes back to Cain, who was able to do what? Create weapons. How do you create weapons? Under extreme heat. How are bombs made? Under extreme heat. That's Esau's blessing. He's basically, what's the word the guy's name is? Hephaestus. That's Tubal-Cain. Hephaestus, the god that gave humans fire That's Cain. That's what that is. That's Cain's baby. That's what that is. It's just a legendary tale of Cain's descendants. And in DC Comics, he's called Cyborg. Go there again. I'll give y'all, that's a little jewel for you, I believe. Read that there.
The age of decadence, marked by selfishness, materialism, obsession with celebrity.
Here we go. See them boxing in a boxing ring? I didn't even have this planned. You just pulled it up. Obsessions with celebrities like American Idol. Worshipping idols, worshipping people. Clowns and, like Malcolm X said, clowns and sambos and court jesters being our leaders. That's the obsession with celebrities. Kobe Bryant's game stats. Who's the better boxer? Who's the better ball player? The trade or the stats of ball players. Obsessions with celebrities. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj. What are their thoughts on politics? This is all obsession. Read on.
So obsession with celebrity, loss of civic duty.
Loss of civic duty. Go ahead. Don't want to go to war. Go ahead.
And widening wealth gaps.
And then you have widening wealth gaps where the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. Great Depression. All right. So what else we got? Read on. Read the next one.
Decline and collapse.
Here we go.
Final, financial or political ruin caused by internal rot or external pressures.
This is final financial. The dollar is dying. They're putting in digital currency now. The dollar. Remember, you got nations moving away from the dollar, going over to Russia, going over to China. So American dollar is dying now. For final financial or political ruin, like Trump burning all the bridges he can that made America great, he's destroying that. By internal, that's just Trump, or external pressures like war, fighting with Iran, spending billions of dollars and then causing the gas to be higher. By the wars, the Straits of Hormuz being closed off, forcing Saudi Arabia, which controls most of the world's oil reserves, to align themselves with Turkey and align themselves with Pakistan, which is a nuclear power place. So we are in the beginning stages of age of decadence and decline and eventual collapse. That's why you Israelites that walk around on your own, I don't need to join no camp. I'm gonna start. You can get out there, man. Have fun. You have fun out there on your own. Good luck, if there's such a thing. We got a text. So we are in right now. We are in the toes, and we are in the toes. The miry clay and the iron. That's where we are right now.
Says Shalom, deacon and officers. My uncle used to work for a company called Aerojet and Aerospace Company in Los Angeles. They operate on massive funding from government contracts. One day I was researching the company on Wikipedia when I came across Jack Parsons, its founder, and all their occult deeds.
Yep. Jack Parsons, he's the father of rocket science. The father of rocket science. If it were not for him, you'd have no missiles, you'd have no spaceships. He is the founder. There's a show based upon his occult activities called Strange Angel. And when you watch that show, I watched the first season and that was good because season 2 started getting too white for me. I'm black. I can't watch too much caucasity and weirdness. It started getting strange because Edomites are strange. The show is a very good show. Episode 1, it literally, like, it shows him having a vision of them landing on the moon, them having a base there. He dreamed it. Okay? And then he had a neighbor that moved in next to him. And the show alludes to it being the devil, because it probably was. And basically, he kept building missiles or rockets, and they kept exploding. And he couldn't figure out why they kept exploding. So this guy, this stranger, shows up, or strange angel, Satan, shows up to him and says, "Hey, what's wrong with you, man? I'm having a hard time. My rockets keep exploding. I don't know the fuel keeps leaking. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure it out." So the guy and him, I forgot, they end up in the pool together on some weird stuff. Nothing gay, but you saw in their innuendos. So the guy, they're playing around in the water in the pool, and the guy holds him under the water, like playfully, but like he's like got a weird smile, like, and he's like drowning. He's like, yeah, I can't breathe. He's under the water. He's struggling to breathe, and the water is getting on his face. And as he's in the water, he starts to see like the bubbles come up, like he's seeing, like he gets a vision, and he starts to see the bubbles. And he's learning as he's drowning how to stop the fuel from leaking. And once he figured that out, the fuel stopped leaking, the rocket propelled into space. Boom. And the rest is history. That's just a part of it. I'm giving you like a spoiler, but that's just the gist of it. Okay, I think the scene's on YouTube. But if you can, go to Jack Parsons, type in his vision, Jack Parsons' vision, Strange Angel. They might, I won't, just don't play the sound. I'll explain it for you. Where he has a vision. Y'all think, Esau didn't go to the moon because that's impossible. God gave this man the power of Satan. If you believe in God, you can't deny our space travel. You can't deny it. If Satan gave this man the power, Satan gave this man power.
Right.
So you can't discount the impossible with this dude. Esau's not a regular man. Some of y'all niggas think he a regular dude. He ain't no regular dude. This man is a child of Satan. This is Satan's babies. Remember, the things that we accomplished when we were ruling. A man being able to fight 800 men at one time. David's mighty men. King David had men. King David had men. 5 men that they can conquer a nation by themselves. 5! According to Josephus, right? Josephus said that. He had 30 something men, but the top 5 can destabilize a whole nation of people. That's before the guns. That's before Esau got the guns and the technology. Esau got that now too. They call them jackals, but no. That's because they cheat with technology. We have men that had hands.
Right, bare hands.
Hands! That can conquer nations with their hands. That's not a normal feat. Samson could not be harmed. The man, they couldn't harm him. So you believe in Samson being invincible, but don't believe in a spaceship going into the moon? You believe a man can survive inside of a giant animal underwater for 3 days, but don't believe in space travel?
That guys are retarded.
You believe, you guys believe that Christ flew into heaven and said, I'll be back when I came. You understand that. He flew, he walked on water, turned water to wine, but space travel is, no, it's impossible. Y'all retarded, man. Y'all retarded out here, man. No, but let's just say, well, they did. I'm not even going to even put that out there. They did get to the moon, because I sure they did. Because when they got there, they were told, don't come back here again.
Right.
I'll give you that. You watch them Transformer movies, The Dark Side of the Moon, and you think that that's just a movie. Michael Bay, and they had the actual audio of them in space, and the movie starts. When the movie starts, you hear them talking over the radio while they're on the moon. Because there was 2 transmissions. There was one, yeah, we're here. One small step for mankind. No, that wasn't the whole message. There was a lot more. The video that Deacon Isaac showed, with the white guy says they're black. That man had a camera on what's his name? Buzz Cauldron. And that Edomite, old Edomite dude that sat down and told that woman that the angels are black, he can see what they can see. When they landed on that moon, they landed in what's called the Sea of Tranquility.
Yep, Sea of Tranquility, yep.
And the Sea of Tranquility was a giant crater in the moon. When they landed there, they got the ship, there were chariots parked all around the crater. And they drew a sketch of it. And you saw angels standing in the doorways of the ships, watching them like, yo, when the 2 chariots came and followed them where they went, the angel said to them in English, listen, don't go past here and don't come here again. Pick up some rocks and then don't come up here again. And then from that point on, they had no more manned missions to the moon. They sent drones there, but no more manned missions there after 6 years. So don't come here again. You come here 6 times, it's your 6th time. Don't come here again.
Right.
So y'all believe what you want to believe. But the Bible says in Scripture, Sirach 43, that the moon, get that real quick, the moon is where the armies of angels are there. So you say what you want to say. Esau saw what he saw, the Bible say what it say. Read that.
Come on.
Yeah, moonfall was good too. Yeah, moonfall shows the moon itself is a damn vehicle. Or a chariot within the moon. Let's say that.
Let's go.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 43, verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times
Right.
and a sign of the world. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name,
Yeah.
increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above.
Right, the instrument of the armies above. They have videos of the chariots flying from the moon, the other side, the dark side of the moon, like satellite images. If you say they want, let's just play devil's advocate and say they didn't get there. They have satellite images of chariots leaving from the other side of the moon, and the shadow of those chariots on the moon, it's like they were like 2 football fields for one. I think one chariot flew by. It's a meteor. They called it the Astra something. Remember that joint? Everyone was panicking. They said that thing had propulsion behind it.
Oh yeah.
They called it the 12 is the number for. It was just a few months ago. They were wilding out. Oh, it might come over here. It's a meteor, but they were saying meteors don't turn like that.
Yeah.
And meteors don't have propulsions behind them.
Yep.
You know what propulsion is? It's like you watch Star Wars, they go pew, the thing, the
Speed
fire
it up.
behind it, like an engine.
Yeah.
How does a meteor have a propulsion behind it? It was massive.
Maneuvering and speeding.
It was moving, slowing down, speed. It was huge. They were like, yo, Esau's like, oh, we have to tell niggas that these things is real. Then it went by and said, okay, went by the earth. Yeah, it was a meteor. No, it wasn't a meteor, man. That thing was huge.
Hey, D, and going back to your point, 1969 is when they landed on the moon, right?
Yeah.
And remember, the angels told them, we have a book on all this.
Yeah, we got a book on this stuff. We got a couple, actually.
Right. The angels told them, you will come back 6 times, and after that, you're not going to come back here no more. So from 1969 to 1972, they went that 6 times. And after 1972, every time they went to the moon was unmanned.
No humans.
Yeah, no humans.
Yep.
But from 1969, 1972, you can fact check us. You can look it up. They were from 1969, 1972, they were manned going up to the moon.
Yeah.
But from 72 on up, they were unmanned.
Yeah.
They were making unmanned voyages to the moon.
It was called 3-Eye. It was called 3-Eye. Thank you. It was called 3-Eye Atlas. Thank you. It was called 3-Eye Atlas. That's what it was called. But we're sidetracking. The point I'm making is that that God has technology, and Esau has bits of it. Remember Cain had it back then, and he has it now. I'm not saying Esau has a Stargate. He's going through portals, all that stuff. I'm not saying all that, even though I'm gonna put it past him. But there'll be a conspiracy theory at this point. But what I'm saying is that Esau has an influence behind him that makes things like even a cell phone, flat screen, touch screen. This technology is not. It's not.
Shoot, an airplane can damn near. You see airplane flying, they could damn near get into space of.
So it's what we call. Remember the movie Thor? He said what we call in our realm. You call it science, we call it sorcery. It's a thin line between the two. Even in code, they call it demons. I do it with IT. They call the code demons. DAEMONS. That's code. AI is demons. It's spirits. I won't say demons, I'll say spirits. That's what it is. It's intelligence. It's an intelligence of some kind. But Esau's behind it. It's evil. Okay, so now, what we'll get to?
Take a break or.
Yeah, the text. Oh, yeah, we're going quick break. Oh, you got the video fast? The video clip? I'll show you. Do y'all have it? Did y'all find it or no?
No, sir. I wasn't.
They don't have it? Yeah, that show is slept on, man. So they don't have the clips like that up there. I'm gonna try to find it for y'all when we get back. So quick break. We'll be right back. Don't bug out, y'all. I'm not trying to make y'all go bug out and crazy, because you know Jake love that deep stuff. Oh, man, they got space shuttles in my brain. Relax. All I'm saying is that Esau has technology that Satan has given him to some extent. Don't lose your minds and turn this into a conspiracy theory comment board. I'm going to throw you out of here. Don't bug out. Just my point was the moon travel is not far-fetched. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. They have satellites up there. They have satellites up there. Space chasers up there. You know, they're trying to get to Mars. Because they're red, the planet's red, it makes sense. So we'll see what happens. Well, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On Wednesday, we came out to a dump here on Edgar Road. It's been here for years. It's not getting cleaned up, and it's getting worse. This hasn't been picked up for weeks. This was supposed to be a solution, but neighbors say it's raising many concerns.
I was told they hadn't picked it up, and they skipped 1 or 2 pickups once a week. Too much garbage around it. We can't back in. And so it just started piling up.
What y'all can see behind us here is the new Apostolic Church. The Christian church is here. Let that sink in. The Christian church is right across the street from an abandoned elementary school, followed by a mountain hill of trash.
Appreciate from the bottom of my heart for coming out here, you know. I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you guys.
No Christian church is going to save our people from anything. All right? So stay tuned, because we got more coming. Shalom.
Mercy! Please, stop!
Too late. Let there be light.
Plunge their cities and destroy
destroy all the boys 2 years old. Get ye down the mountain, for they have defiled themselves with their idols.
It's our hidden history radio, and we really want to know if you really know who you are, 'cause we gon' go very far. Tell me, do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listen in. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's our hidden history radio, and we really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? 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 Do you know your history? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you It's our hidden history radio, and we really wanna know if you really know who you are.
All right, we're back. Still on one ear. Come on. Give me both ears. Yeah, okay. You got a short or something. You gotta fix that. You got a short somewhere. All right. Okay. So I got it again. In and out. All right. There's a short somewhere in the wiring, because I get a static when it goes back into 2.
Mic check.
Y'all hear it too, right?
Can they hear us online?
Static. See, I was staticking out. There's a short somewhere. I gotta
I
figure
don't
it
hear
out.
nothing at all.
Yeah, man.
Now I got one ear now. I gotta figure that short.
2 years now.
Now it's in 2 again.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Now I'm
Figure it
hearing
out.
electricity now. All right. Okay. Because I smell smoke now. Electricity in my ears. All right. Come on, man. Give us a moment. We're having some technical difficulties.
I don't have nothing.
You have nothing? It's going in and out. It's jumping in and out of my ears. Me. Left and right.
See, they can still hear us, D, so you can still go if you
All right,
want.
cool. Y'all can hear us, man? Because I can't really. It's like we hearing us, but not
you
so
good.
much.
Yeah,
Just
everybody's saying
remember
that you
this
good.
when you do the survey at the end of the class.
Yes. I'm gonna fill it out too. All right. I'm gonna fill out the survey too. All right.
Yeah,
so
everybody say you
y'all
good.
can hear us. Cool. All praises. All right. I need the audience to be an audience, an active, interactive experience with y'all. All right. So read the next text we got before we went on break.
You want to read it, Officer Lai? Go ahead,
sir.
give it a try, man.
Yeah, give it a try, man. Send prayers to lie in our minds, so he doesn't.
You can do it.
Deacon, what you described in Strange Angel is occult 101.
Yeah.
They claim those visions came from either extreme stress, like the simulated drowning or sexual encounters to the peak of exhaustion.
Yeah, them dudes is having sex parties and all that too, sharing, wife swapping, orgies. Yep, swingers. A lot of swinging goes on. Masquerade balls, like Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise. That's an old joint, but the same thing. Where they dress like Moors, have black masks on, the Moorish masquerade balls, copying behind us. You know? What is it? Yep. All right, so let's get into it. You got the book, Jazz? Let's show them real fast.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you this how real God is. The power he grants is real, too.
Hey, go to where it says Sea of Tranquility.
Yeah, Sea of Tranquility.
Yep, right there. All right. Sea of Tranquility, as reported late in 1966. And by the way, the Edomite that wrote this, he was a part of all of that aerospace, and he was a part of all of this. Mm-hmm. He worked for NASA. So he was privy to everything that was going on. So it's Sea of Tranquility, as reported late in 1966.
But I'm sorry, but what happens is they're sworn to secrecy or death. Yeah, we had brothers in the military that told us, like, yo, they were told, yo, Blanca says his name, a brother in our congregation, he was in IT. Like me, I'm in IT as well. And sometimes you get what's called top secret clearance. You get public trust, you get top secret clearance. And if you get top secret clearance, oftentimes you're exposed to things that are confidential. So military status, military-wise, is way more top secret. So where he worked at, his ear was to the door. So a lot of things that they were discussing, things that they would print out in the printer, like files on people, like all their dirt. He had access to it. Oh, he would repair like their printers. He'd repair things like that. So he had access to all that stuff. So when he goes to, I think he got I guess released or not released, but he retired. And the guy told him straight to his face, yo, you say anything, we'll kill you. Before he left, like, yo, you say anything, what you seen, we're here, we'll kill you. Don't say nothing. He was told that before he discharged. You say anything, we find out, you're a dead man. Just like that. So what happens is these guys that wrote these books, they be mad old. They be like 80. Mm-hmm, yeah. So like, you gonna kill me? Yeah, I done lived my life. I'm good. Just kill me. Like that old dude that told the woman, angels are black. They're black. Yeah. He old. He don't give a. He all senile and she can't take it. He can't take a shit no more. He don't give a damn. He's like, angels is black. The niggas. Cause he old now. So you come for me. Come for me. I don't care. I got grandkids. I live my life. I got money. He good.
My man got all our organs.
Yeah. And our teeth. But the point is that these guys, they get real old, and so they have nothing to lose. They go, I'm gonna tell my story. But, so at the end of the day, because of technology and so forth, and social media influence, they can easily be brushed up as being conspiracy theorists or crazy old people. But these guys speak on what they know and write on what they know. So read that. What happened? A lot of Manny?
No, he got one of Manny's teeth.
What happened?
He got one of Manny's teeth.
He still got one of Manny's teeth.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Manny's teeth.
How y'all come up with
Stop it. How do we get to Manny's teeth? Let's just read, man. This is diabolical, man. Elias happened right now. Elias' reading was so bad, he would just transition over and project it onto Manny's teeth.
My man chewing food with Manny's left molar. All right. As reported late in 1966.
Y'all ain't nothing, man. I'll tell people, man.
The U.S. unmanned space probe, Orbiter 2, passed 30 miles above the surface of the moon. NASA was attempting to find the most interesting location for our astronauts to land. Mm-hmm. The onboard camera photographed 6 pyramid structures that were arranged in a geometrical pattern.
There's pyramids. Now, remember, what the Buzz Cauldron on video says himself that there were structures on the moon that were not made by man. He did see them. He mentions those. That's as far as he can go. So this is true. We'll see. Yeah, we don't.
Right. Just to bring 1966, they sent the unmanned space probe to see what's on the moon and where they're gonna plan. Yeah. What is pretty much
to land. Surveillance.
Yes.
Over the land. Mm-hmm.
The onboard camera photographed 6 pyramid structures that were arranged in a geometrical pattern in a specific area within the Sea of Tranquility. Mm-hmm. These objects were arranged similar in plan to the Egyptian pyramids and the 3 stars of Orion.
Because the Egyptians, the Hamites, had access to knowledge of the stars and so forth. So the same way you found these pyramids on the moon like that, Egypt had the same access. Remember, I told you before, Satan gave, or the spirits gave these nations wisdom on planets and stars and the position of stars, all of that. So the Egyptians had, or possibly we, who were slaves there, built them in the same way the angels built them on the moon. Because remember, those are our brothers in heaven. We got brothers on earth and we got brothers in heaven. So more than likely, we built the pyramids based upon what's built on the moon here. Read on. We do slaves. Read on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Remember in Josephus, it said that Abraham, he communicated to the Egyptians, I think it was
arithmetic,
and I think
astrology. Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
These objects were arranged similar in plan to the Egyptian pyramids and the 3 stars of Orion. What is most interesting is that NASA picked that location for our first landing. Mm-hmm. It is interesting that NASA did not make any public announcements concerning this unusual situation. Mm-hmm. And he always posts the links where you can go to. Mm-hmm. Go to the next one. Our astronauts were shocked when they landed on the moon. The first Apollo landing on the moon resulted in a major shock to the astronauts. The landing module, LEM, actually impacted the moon's surface in the Sea of Tranquility crater.
Yep.
Which had tremendous-sized vehicles parked around part of its rim.
Yep. There's a deep hole, and around the rim of the hole or crater was the chariots parked around it. Yeah.
Which had tremendous-sized vehicles parked around part of its rim. When astronaut Neil Armstrong, y'all know him, made that first step for man on the moon, he looked up to the edge of the crater and said to Mission Control...
On this audio that was left out for people, so the public wouldn't hear it. Go ahead.
There are other ships here. They are enormous. My sketch of what I saw on TV is shown here.
Because the camera that he was wearing, that old white dude I showed y'all earlier, I mentioned earlier, he saw it, and this guy that wrote this book, he saw it. He was seeing what they were seeing. HD was around back then. I think HD is new. It's not. They had high-def cameras back then, too. But all the technology we have now is old military technology. 5G, they had it already. They got 6G. They got 6G now. 7, but it's radioactive. It's poisonous to us. So they won't give us that. 5G is a limit. But they have 6 and 7 also. But you're exposed to high levels of radiation. So all the technology we have now, cell phone, cellular phones, all that stuff is old technology. Even the flat screen TVs, high def, old technology. Recycled. Read on.
The public did not hear that statement or see the massive alien starships. Armstrong panned his camera in 360-degree motion all around the crater.
He walked in a circle so they could see what he was seeing. Go ahead.
The CIA then classified the information as way above top secret.
Yep.
The extraterrestrials put up their no trespassing signs.
They put no trespassing signs on the moon in English. So they ain't confused. Go ahead.
But allowed us to make several other additional Apollo landings. To pick up a few rocks and play in the sand.
Yeah, pick up some rocks, play in the sand, get your pasty white ass up out of here, man.
Indeed, that's what they did.
Yes, they went and did. We got this a rock right here. We got it. Look at the rock there.
Like little kids.
Yep. Go ahead, play in the sand. Hop out of here. Go ahead.
The actions of the extraterrestrials stopped our plans to build our manned naval base on the moon.
Yep. And then Trump's trying to go up there again recently and try to start some SH again.
Mm-hmm. Go to the next one where it shows
the sketch.
Go back.
Yep, that's it right there.
That's a sketch down there.
So they landed it right here in the middle, that dot there, and they saw all of that on the outskirts of it. That's what they saw.
You see it says at the bottom, Apollo, Neil Armstrong, July. This is what he drew. July 20th, 1969.
That's what they saw when they landed there. And when you go out to the movie on Dark Side of the Moon, it shows them landing at the exact same crater. It mentions the Sea of Tranquility. But those are transformers they saw. But in there, they saw chariots parked along. And then in the doorways of these chariots, that Edomite that told that woman, they're black. He said the doorways were about at least 7-8 feet tall. And they were as tall as the doorway. And they were all black. Standing in the doorways of these ships, watching them in the crater. Like, what you doing here?
Right.
That's what happened in the moonland. That's what happened there.
He said that was a conservative height.
Yeah, that was a conservative height. Yep. He said 7 to 8 feet conservatively by height.
Go to the next page. Let me see if there's any more I want. Next page. Right here. Yep. At the bottom here. Let me see. Oh, this is the moon landing, July 20th, 1969. Nearly all the same people were in attendance and half for TRW-2. When Apollo 11 LEM was preparing to land on the moon, the crew transmitted this message to Apollo Mission Control. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. These babies are huge.
The ships.
Sir, enormous. I'm telling you, there are other spacecraft out there, lined up on the far side of the crater edge, sir. They're on the moon
watching us. At the Edomite said to that woman, what color were they? They were black. They were dark? No, black. He saw what this guy's talking about. Go ahead.
And 600 million people.
What I'm referring to is Deacon Isaac's video, The Chariots of God Are Black. You should watch it. Class is amazing. He did part 1 and part 2. But part 1, he shows the video clip of that Edomite saying that they're black. And other aerial aerial people, whatever, saying the same, describing them as being like tall, African American looking, with like he said he saw one with a sandy brown afro.
Right.
And they're tall, look like African Americans. That's what he said verbatim in that video. I think it's part 1 or part 2. Says the exact same thing.
One dude said if you ever seen a race, they looked arrogant and it was like a warrior class.
They look like unconquered, he said.
They had a disposition of an unconquered people.
Yeah, yep.
That's why a lot of them come back bugged out.
Yeah, and if it's a video of them where you see all three of them sitting like this, like at a press conference, like, you know why they look in their face? Yep. Because remember, during '69, they was whipping our ass. Civil rights time, beating our ass, holding us down.
Right.
Then you fly to the moon, you see niggas up there with no helmets on watching you, with technology way beyond your understanding. Mm-hmm. You down there calling us nigga on Earth, but you got niggas in space with no helmets on, looking at you sideways. I'd be scared too.
And they had to hold it in.
Yep.
Yeah, they couldn't say nothing.
Like, yo, what are we doing to these people?
Yeah, they realized we fucking with God's, messing with God's people.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Yeah. So if these guys come down there, we're finished.
Right.
Continue.
And 600 million people all over the earth watched it on TV. After they landed, Neil Armstrong climbed down the LEM ladder and said those now famous words: "One small step for man and one giant leap for mankind."
Go ahead, watch this.
The UFOs are watching us.
So he cut it at the mankind part, but this is the rest of the statement. Read.
The UFOs are watching us as we are walking on the moon.
They were being watched while walking on the moon. Because you on private property, dude. You trespassing. Go ahead.
And when Armstrong was photographing Buzz Aldrin's space helmet, we in TRW could see actual ruins of a former civilization on the lunar surface reflected in his helmet.
So he saw, I guess, our backyard of the angels on there. Go ahead.
The alien voice was very clear. Finish a total...
Wait, so they heard the voice talking to them. What did it say?
Finish a total of 6 of your Apollo missions.
Watch.
Take your photos.
Watch.
Pick up some rocks.
Go ahead.
Go home.
And
don't come back.
Don't come here again. Go ahead.
The no trespassing sign went up. With the programs over, everybody went home, and nearly all 400,000 NASA and contract employees got the pink slip.
They all got fired. We're done. We can't go up there no more. So y'all say what y'all want to say. We know. We know what we're talking about. We know. All right. Take it down. So now let's go back. That was a bit of a sidebar, but you're welcome. Where we at? Daniel 2.
Oh yeah, Daniel 2. We have verse
37 again.
That's why people think that we never been. They
never
never been to the moon, but it's because they can't show what actually happened up there.
They cannot.
Yeah. So
they can never show it.
They fake the footage. That's what the fake footage we see, because they can't really show what actually happened up there. They never went back because of that same reason. We're not going back up there.
You're not gonna tell the black people on the earth who you call nigga that you ran into niggas in space that told you can't come here no more. That got technology that makes the technology on Earth look like Legos. It's just not happening, man. You will empower people. You will empower us here. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It's not gonna happen. Right. But when they show up here, best believe Esau knows. The black folks don't know. Esau knows when the Messiah arrive here, it's over. We're not getting saved. You Christians is all lost and retarded. Esau and all the elites and the wise men of this world, they understand what they're doing, who they're doing it to, and who's coming to save them. Mm-hmm. from them. They understand that. Go ahead. We read in verse.
We have verse 42.
42. Yeah, read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 42.
Come on!
And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken.
Socially weak. Go ahead.
And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay,
you saw iron mixed with miry clay, meaning all nations merged together as one. Go ahead.
They shall mingle themselves.
They shall what?
Mingle themselves with the seed of men.
Meaning they'll have all nations all mingled together with the seed of Esther. That's a melting pot. They shall mingle themselves. Molten pot, mingle themselves, is all nations all merged together. All gather. Real quick, give me Habakkuk real fast. Habakkuk 2. 2 and 5 regarding the miry clay. So the miry clay itself represents the different social construct of the empire.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
He is a white man. He is a proud man. Go ahead.
Neither keepeth at home.
He doesn't stay in his own land. He's everyone else's land, everyone else's business. Go ahead.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
He enlarges his desire as hell. He spreads corruption and death. Go ahead.
And is as death.
Because he kills. He spreads his doctrines, his democracy, demoncracy, his politics, and he spreads death and war. Go ahead.
And cannot be satisfied.
And is never satisfied with what he has. He has to always have more. Go ahead.
But gathered unto him all nations.
He gathers unto him what?
All nations.
He gathers unto him all nations. Come on.
And heapeth unto him all people.
And heaps unto him all people. Watch.
Shall not all these take up a parable against them, and a taunting proverb against them?
Did you mention clay in there? In Habakkuk 2? Well, I missed it. Oh, it's not in there.
No, it's not there.
All right, so that's going. So it's the same thing.
The bottom of verse 6.
Yeah. Read on. Read verse 6. That's what I'm saying. Read on.
Shall not all these take up a parable
all
against...
these are these nations that he gathered to himself. Go ahead.
Against them, and a taunting proverb against them, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
Go ahead.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
There you go. That laded himself with thick clay. The thick clay is those heaping himself all those nations. That's what it's talking about. So the clay in Daniel, or in that image, is referring to the different people that he's heaped upon himself. That's the difference. That's the melting pot of the last ruling empire. Britain. I was in London last week, and Britain has mastered the melting pot. I'll give you an example. In the ghettos of London, like Brixton, for example, a name of Brixton, I remember the most. Esau has mastered the art of having it where all nations that are poor live in the ghetto. Arab, East Indians. So when you go out there and teach that we are the children of Israel, we under the curses, they'll say, well, the Arabs are too. The East Indians are too, because we're in the ghettos together. We all poor. We all grew up together. So where America failed, Britain succeeded. Britain has it where all nations, based upon, I guess you could say, financially, he'll put them all in the same exact position. Like the Greeks. Everyone's a Greek now. We're all one people. So Britain succeeded where America has failed. Remember, America had it more like, segregation. Y'all over here, we over here. Britain said, no. Let them all be together. Let them all be together. Because that way, their sense of nationalism will dissipate. Because if we're living amongst Arabs and East Indians and we're all poor together, there is no race. We're all one. We're all British. We're all poor. That's the same thing as physically weak and socially strong. What you got there on the screen? What you have there? You have something. Read that. Brixton is vibrant.
Brixton is a vibrant, multi-ethnic district in South London.
Is a what?
Is a multi-ethnic...
A what?
Multi-ethnic...
That's the clay. Multi-racial, multi-ethnic district. Where?
In South London, within the borough of Lambeth.
Watch.
It features a large black British and Afro-Caribbean community rooted in the Windrush arrival of 1948.
Go ahead.
Alongside a younger, highly diverse
mix of what?
White British,
poor,
European,
more Europeans,
and mixed race residents.
Because all the nations are melted around together in there. So Britain mastered where America failed. Because remember, I'm gonna give you an example. I want to go there yet? No, I'll go back to it. I'll go back to it after this. Hopefully I remember. Go back to Daniel again.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another.
Yeah.
Even as iron is not mixed with clay.
They will not get along. There will be racial tension. There will be division. Despite the multi-ethnic going on, there will be issues. Go ahead.
And in the days of these kings.
And in the days of these kings, in the times of these kingdoms, go ahead.
Shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Go ahead.
And the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
And the kingdom of earth, on earth, will not be left to other people. Other nations will not be in the kingdom to come. They will not be ruling it. They will not be in it ruling. Go ahead.
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms.
It shall break in pieces as that stone. That's that kingdom, that stone. Go ahead.
And it shall stand forever.
And that kingdom shall rule forever. These kingdoms are temporary. Go ahead.
For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it brake in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold.
It removed all the kingdoms out of the way. Go ahead.
The great God have made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter.
After you. Go ahead.
And the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof sure.
And I know you know what I'm talking about. The dream is certain, what you saw, what I'm telling you, and the interpretation is clear. Go ahead, watch.
Then the king Nebuchadnezzar fell upon his face.
Damn.
And worshiped Daniel, and command that they should offer an oblation and sweet odors unto him. The king answered unto Daniel, and said, of a truth it is, that your God is a God of gods.
It is true. Based upon what you told me, man, wow. Your God is the true God of gods. Go ahead.
And a Lord of kings.
And the Lord of kings. Go ahead.
And a revealer of secrets. Seeing thou couldst reveal this secret.
Go ahead.
Then the king made Daniel a great man, and gave him many great gifts, and made him ruler over the whole province of Babylon, and chief of the governors over all the wise men of Babylon.
He gave Daniel promotion, raised Daniel over all his wise men. Gave Daniel complete status over all his wise men. All his other wise men were stupid. Go ahead.
Then Daniel requested of the king, and he set Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego,
the three brothers, go ahead,
over the affairs of the province of Babylon,
who were under Daniel. Go ahead.
But Daniel sat in the gate of the king.
Go ahead.
That's
over with. So now, give me chapter 7 now. Chapter 7 and verse 1. So we read earlier, the Lord showed Nebuchadnezzar the dream. But I posed the question earlier. I didn't forget. Why did he show Nebuchadnezzar the dream? Why? Why not Cyrus or Alexander or Augustus Caesar? Why would he start and show Nebuchadnezzar the dream? We'll get to that soon. Daniel 7 and verse 1. So remember, the great standing image, gold, silver, brass, iron mixed with clay, right? So now, read on. Daniel 7, verse 1.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 1.
Come on!
In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. Then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heavens strove upon the great sea.
Great sea is Mediterranean Sea. Go ahead.
And four great beasts came up from the sea.
Four great beasts came up from the sea. Go ahead.
Diverse one from another.
They were all different from the other. Go ahead.
The first was like a lion.
The first beast was like a lion. So now what's happening here is Daniel is being shown the same thing again, only this is now a vision the Lord imparted unto Daniel. Remember, he imparted the vision of the empires unto Nebuchadnezzar as elements, as gold, silver, brass, iron, and then iron and clay. That's the first rendition of this vision he's being shown here. So the first beast he's seeing is a lion. Go ahead.
I beheld. The first was like a lion and had eagle's wings.
Stop. The eagle's wings, get Isaiah real quick. Isaiah 8 and 7 to 8 to see what the wings represent. Why does this lion have wings? It represents first and foremost that he would travel and conquer. But it's tied to something else also. See that?
You said Isaiah 7?
8, 7, and 8. Isaiah 8, verse 7 to 8.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 7.
We read because it says, I beheld till the wings were plucked off. Read that.
Now, therefore, behold, the Lord bringeth up upon them the waters of the river, strong and many, even the king of Assyria.
So the Lord was going to raise up Assyria to try to overthrow Judah, but it was unsuccessful. It was not successful fully. Read on. So it's referring to Assyria, which reigned in the same realm or region as Babylon. Read on.
And all his glory.
And all his glory, watch.
And he shall come up over all his channels and go over all his banks.
Come on.
And he shall pass through Judah. He shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the neck.
Meaning he'll get close to conquering Judah fully, but reach only up to the neck, and that's where it stops. He will not conquer us fully. Go ahead.
And the stretching out of his wings.
Of his what?
Wings.
Of his wings. Go ahead.
Shall fill the breadth of thy land.
So the wings of Babylon is Assyria. It says the wings thereof were plucked off because Babylon overthrew the Cushite empire of Nebuchadnezzar, overthrew the Assyrians. And the wings, because remember, the Babylonians and the Assyrians were fighting for power over that region. So when Babylon took over, the wings, or Assyria, was plucked out the way, plucked off. All right? That's some good stuff right there. I like that. Some good stuff right there. That's cool. I like that. So the wings represent Assyria being removed out of the power seat of Babylon, and Babylon, the Cushite empire, reigned supreme. So it says when it says the wings are plucked off, it's going into Assyria being moved out the way. Go back to Daniel again. And you were in verse 4.
Book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 4. The first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings. I beheld, till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it.
Read it again. Sorry, read it again.
The first was like a lion, and had...
So even people are going to bug out, man. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, here we go. I brought the crazies on. I invited the crazies. That's why I went back to the scriptures again. I'm inviting the crazies. Read again.
The first was like a lion.
Just ignore them, y'all. Just focus on the class. Just ignore them. Let them ramble on. Yeah, read again.
The first was like a lion.
The first like a lion.
And had eagle's wings.
And had eagle's wings, which represents Assyria. Go ahead. And it's traveling and conquering. Go ahead.
I beheld, till the wings thereof were plucked.
The wings were removed. Go ahead.
And it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man.
Because Daniel was granted power, authority of it. That's why I read it earlier in Daniel 2 about him getting status and so forth. So as they stopped conquering and acquired the wisdom of a man, that wisdom was Daniel's wisdom. So because of Daniel's wisdom, they stopped conquering. Okay, read on.
And a man's heart was given to it.
Daniel's. Go ahead.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear.
Now this beast was like unto a bear. So the first beast was a lion with wings. The second beast is a bear. Read on.
And it raised up itself on one side.
And it raised up itself on one side. So I'm going to help you guys out. The lion is the golden head of the image that the king saw. And then you have the silver breast and the arm, or chest and arms, which is the dual empire, the Medo-Persian Empire. So this bear raised itself up on one side, meaning all the weight, if you raise yourself on one side, like so, all the weight is on one side and one side is lifted up. The side lifted up is the weaker side. That's the Medes. The stronger side is the Persian side. Okay, the Persian side. So that's why it's two arms, duality. So the bear is Medo-Persian Empire, and the Persian side of the Medo-Persian alliance, the Persian side was stronger than the Median side. That's why Daniel said to him in chapter 2, a nation inferior to you would conquer you, because the Medes were the lead in the alliance of the Medo-Persian Empire, but the Persians were the stronger force of the Medes, because they intermingled together. Okay? So now, read again.
And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side.
One side stronger than the other. One arm stronger than the other. Go ahead.
And it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it.
Hold that. Give me Isaiah 45 and 14. to see what the 3 ribs are that Persia overthrew.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 14.
14, yes.
Thus saith the Lord, the labor of Egypt.
The labor of Egypt is 1 rib.
And merchandise of Ethiopia.
Ethiopia is the 2nd rib.
And of the Sabians.
The Sabians are the 3rd rib. That's the rib that the Persian king conquered and had in his mouth. Go ahead.
Men of stature.
Men of stature, very, very tall.
Shall come over unto thee.
Unto King Cyrus. Go ahead. And us as well, in the kingdom-wise. Go ahead.
And they shall be thine.
They shall be yours, Cyrus. Go ahead.
They shall come after thee in chains. They shall come over, and they shall fall down unto thee.
That's why it says in the mouth of it, he subdued and conquered these fierce heights, these fierce people of great stature. The Egyptians, Ethiopians, and the Sabians. That's the 3 ribs in the mouth of it. They were subdued. Is that it?
No, sir. They shall make supplication unto thee, saying, surely God is in thee, and there is none else. There is no God.
So there's no God but you. So that's going into them Persians conquering these darker nations. To go back,
the book of
the
Daniel.
3 ribs are Egypt, Ethiopia, and the Sabians. Go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear, and it raised up itself on one side, and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it, between the teeth of it. And they said thus unto it, arise, devour much flesh.
The Persian kings went and conquered far and wide. Go ahead.
Verse 6. After this I beheld, and lo.
After the lion is the standing images, the standing image of Nebuchadnezzar in Daniel 2. The lion is the golden head of that image. The breast and the arms is the Medo-Persian Empire, or the bear. The third is what? Verse 6?
After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard.
So now this beast is a leopard. This beast is a leopard, or the brass and thighs. The brass belly and thighs. Go ahead. In Daniel 2, go ahead.
Which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl.
He had 4 wings because he traveled even further, and his travel split between his 4 generals that took over his realm. That's why the thighs, it divides. Now, obviously, I made a good point that the predominant of the 4 is the Ptolemies and the Seleucid family fighting for power, which also revolves around the land of Israel. So that's why it divided into the 2 thighs of brass in Daniel 2, because of the Ptolemaic family and the Seleucid family that's emphasized on in more detail in Daniel 11. Okay? And into 12 as well. Read on.
The beast had also 4 heads.
And the beast had 4 heads. Go ahead.
And dominion was given to it.
Because when Alexander the Great, or Greek, died, his 4 generals took over. That's why it's 4 wings. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Read on. So that right there, the leopard is the brass and the thighs of the standing image in chapter 2. Read on.
Verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible.
Now this beast, Daniel doesn't describe because the Lord did not show the attribute of this beast to Daniel. It was not revealed to him what this beast looks like. So he just says, I saw a 4th beast, but he was unable to explain it. But he saw something. Read on.
And strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth.
So he saw, I guess it's maybe a silhouette of some kind, but he saw the teeth of it. Go ahead.
It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it.
When it says stamped, it means that it indoctrinated the nations it overthrew. It Romanized. The Greeks Hellenized. The Romans, they Romanized people as well, which is still the Greek doctrine anyway. But nonetheless, they stamped their policies and their doctrines upon the people. Read on.
And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it.
Because this beast would fall and would fall, resurrect, and then conquer everyone and take over the whole planet. Read on.
And it had 10 horns.
And this beast had 10 horns. Remember, in Daniel 2, the legs of iron, and then the feet, the extension of it with clay. And now, how many toes does its feet have? 10 toes. This beast has 10 horns. It's the same thing. 10 toes of Daniel 2 are the 10 horns of Daniel 7. Say it again. The 10 horns of Daniel 2 are the 10 horns of Daniel 7. All right, read on.
Verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
So out of those 10 horns came out of them the fourth beast, because scholars go, oh, this is Greece. No, it's not Greece, because this is the fourth beast. The Greeks was the leopard. So the little horn here is not Antiochus, as Antiochus came out of the Greeks. So this little horn here and came out of the fourth beast is talking about America. All right, read again.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
So he considered the 10 horns, and there came up among the 10 horns another little horn, which would extend from those 10 horns. Which would be one of those 10 horns is Britain. And America is the extension of Britain. Read on, read again.
I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn.
Because out of all those horns, America is the baby, is the youngest. Read on.
Before whom there were 3 of the first.
Before whom there were 3 horns of the first. Go ahead, the first 10, go ahead.
3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
So that little horn plucked out of power 3 of those horns, which would be Spain, Portugal, and Britain. I'm sorry, Spain, France, and Britain. Excuse me, Spain, France, and Britain. Go ahead.
And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man.
Because this horn was a visionary. Airplanes came out of here. Nuclear bombs came out of here. All forms of technology came out of here. What you gonna say, Jess?
Cars.
Cars came out of here. It's a vision. It's a visionary of a place. Many of the most amazing inventions came out of America itself.
Industrial Revolution.
The Industrial Revolution. Mm-hmm. It was a vision. The horn had vision. Read on.
And a mouth speaking great things.
And it had media. It acquired the power of media, mind control. Okay. So, what's his name? What's this guy's name? I always forget his name. That controls social media. The German guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Psychologist?
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh.
The guy that controls the brainwash dude.
What's his name again?
I saw just a G. His name. He controls. He's behind social media brainwashing. He's a German dude. Y'all might know who I'm talking about in the audience by his name. He's a German scientist. They all mastered the brainwashing with social media. A great mouth.
I forget his name.
Yeah, Kenneth Owens mentioned him numerous times. Forgot his name. No,
it's
not Manfred
him.
Spitzer.
No,
not him. Another guy.
One of his descendants, I think, owns Netflix.
Damn, really?
I think so, yeah. Let me see if I remember his last
name. Thank you. Sigmund Freud.
Yeah,
Thank you. Sigmund Freud. Thank you. Someone said Freud. Very good. Sigmund Freud. That's going into the mouth. The social media. That's going into their pretty much their news, radio, having power over radio waves, going back to Tesla, another sorcerer,
right.
who Elon Musk reverences like a god. That dude gained complete access to Satan with radio waves. Tesla. Robert Tesla? Robert, I think it is Tesla? Whatever his name is. Something. Robert Tesla. Yeah.
Nicholas
Tesla. Whatever. Devil, whatever. Nicholas Tesla. All right. So that goes back to the vision, the eyes, all of that. It goes back into that. So now, do I want to finish the whole thing of Daniel 7? No, I do not. Give me Isaiah 44 and 28. So now, I mentioned earlier how you guys can denounce space travel, but there is a God, and God grants that power to whosoever He will, through Satan, because Satan is an employee of God. So give me Isaiah 44 and 28.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 28.
Come on!
That saith of Cyrus, He is my shepherd, and shall perform all my pleasure, even saying to Jerusalem, Thou shalt be built, and to the temple thou foundation shall be laid.
Read again.
That saith of Cyrus.
Now this is Isaiah chapter 44. Isaiah wrote the I want you to type in real quick. Type in the Isaiah Great Scroll, QISA. So we can see what year it was written. I want y'all to peep this. The book of Isaiah, how old it is. Read it again, 28 in the meantime.
That saith of Cyrus, he is my shepherd.
That saith of who?
That saith of Cyrus.
So Isaiah mentions Cyrus. Cyrus, that saith of Cyrus, what?
He is my shepherd.
He is my shepherd. Get my leader. Go ahead.
And shall perform all my pleasure. Even saying to Jerusalem, thou shalt be built. And to the temple, thou foundation shall be laid.
Yep, that's it right there. That's good. There you go. Y'all got IT. Good. Very good. Go ahead.
The great Isaiah scroll, catalog as...
Wait. So Isaiah mentions Cyrus, right? By name. In Isaiah 44:28. This is 140 years before King Cyrus is born. 140 years exactly. Read this here. When Isaiah was written.
The great Isaiah scroll, catalog as one
QISA.
QISA is one of the original 7 Dead Sea Scrolls.
Watch.
Found in Qumran Cave 1 in 1947. It is roughly 24 feet long.
It's a long book. Watch.
Dates about 125 BC.
Dates about 125 BC. Go ahead.
And contains all 66 chapters of the biblical book of Isaiah in nearly complete form.
So when you say, oh, but translations change things, Isaiah in English has 66 chapters. Isaiah in Hebrew has 66 chapters.
Right.
just saying, just putting it out there. So the whole book of Isaiah, all 66 chapters are found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. The oldest one known to man is the Great Isaiah Scroll that was found along the Dead Sea Scrolls. That's older than your Ethiopian Bible, by the way, that you guys keep throwing it in our face. Ethiopian Bible, this is older than that. The Septuagint, this is older than that. Okay, I gotta stop. The Codex Sinaiticus, this is older than that. Dead Sea Scrolls are the oldest, I keep telling you this. Ethiopian this, Ethiopian that. You don't know what you're talking about. Stop at your barbershop conversations. So now, I emphasize this now. Give me hold this page here. Give me King Cyrus's birth. So all 66 chapters of Isaiah are found. The book is dated 125 BC when he wrote it. Let's see when Cyrus is born. Read that.
Cyrus the Great was born around 600 to 580 BCE.
So this man was written about by Isaiah long before he was born. Long before. I said 140. I think it's even more than that. He was born around 580 BC. Depending on how old the chapter is, I guess you could say he wrote it. But Cyrus is born around 600 to 580 BC. How did Isaiah know him by name? How did Isaiah know him by name? How is that possible? Give me Isaiah 45 now.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 1.
Now, hold on. Yeah, verse 1, yep.
Thus saith the Lord to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have holden, to subdue nations before him.
Oh, very good. There we go. Go ahead, read on.
To subdue nations before him. And I will loose the loins of kings, to open before him the 2-leaved gates, and the gates shall not be shut.
So he mentions Cyrus a second time. He mentions Cyrus a second time. And we read earlier in verse 14 that he would subdue Egypt, he would subdue the Sabians, and he would subdue the Ethiopians. 3 ribs in his mouth. That's in Daniel. So Daniel saw what Isaiah already saw. Now, read what it says up here. Go up to the top. Read that.
King Cyrus the Great was born around 600 to 599 BC to Cambyses I of Ashan and Mandane of Media. In the biblical book of Isaiah, chapters 44 and 45 explicitly name Cyrus roughly 150 years before his birth, designating him as God's shepherd and anointed Messiah to free Jewish exiles and rebuild the temple in Jerusalem.
I was right. So this is him written about before Cyrus is born, by name. How did Isaiah come across this information? How is it possible? How is that possible? The same way it's possible to go into space. That's how it's possible. Now, give me Jeremiah 44:1. You got something else there? Okay. All right. Get me. No, I want you to give me what I sent you. In the gram.
Yes, sir.
Let me get that AI thing real quick. Print out real quick. Before I go here, I want to be this first. I'm gonna forget. So I had to ask AI some questions. I just wanted to make sure I was right because I've always researched this before. It's in Nelson's Bible Charts and Maps book. We use this old textbook we use. This old textbook we use, but I wanted to use this also to confirm or fact check myself. So read that. You got it? You got Nelson's Bible Maps and Charts?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see if it's in here. Blow it up. See if I can find it first. The page I want. I don't know if you have it. The Daniel. You mentioned Daniel?
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
It should have Daniel. I want that one. We can read it. You can read that first, just a fact check. This is Nelson's Bible Maps and Charts, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Sure, cover the book, please, as well. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Got the book cover of it or no?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Yeah, put the cover so they can see it, so they can get it. They want. I recommend you all buy this book. It's very good, very informative, pretty accurate from what I've seen so far. I've used it for many years. It's an old textbook that I used to use. I used to use this back in the day when I taught on Fridays years ago. It's called Nelson's Complete Books of Bible Maps and Charts. That's a hardcover right there. Mine is blue, soft cover.
Okay, the soft cover.
Yeah. Soft covers are blue, but it's fine. That's good. It's a hardcover. But you guys should look into getting this. It's very good. It's very informative. Nelson's Complete Book of Bible Maps and Charts. Let's go to Daniel now. Yeah, it gives you it's very well organized. I like the way it's made. It's very well organized. Gives you the order of what prophets were at what time. Gives you some years and dates. Pretty good. Zoom into Daniel. I want one particular part. Let me see. Go down. Yeah, wait. Stop. Yeah, read the authorship.
The authorship and date of Daniel are two of the more contested issues in the field of biblical studies.
They're contested because what's happening is you have old scholars and you have modern consensus scholars, consensus view. Consensus view, I mentioned that to y'all maybe a few weeks back about consensus. Modern consensus view is modern scholarship. And what modern scholarship is attempting to do is they're trying to move the authorship of Daniel to a later date. Because if you move Daniel to a later date, which is they're trying to move it to a Greek time. The author of Daniel, they entitled the book Daniel, but they were around during the Greek time. That's what their argument is. But Daniel was written during what time? Babylon, right? So modern scholars are trying to say that somebody pretty much plagiarized Daniel and wrote a book in his name during the time of the Greeks. Now, you may say to yourself, well, Deacon Thon, what's the big deal? I'll tell you the big deal. If you move Daniel to the author of Daniel to the time of the Greeks, then the prophecies of Daniel chapter 2 and 7 are already past already. It's not prophetic. You knock out Persia and you knock out Greece because they're already written during the time of the Greeks. You understand? So what they're doing is they're trying to invalidate the prophetic value of Daniel's writings by making it a book written by some random dude that decided to write about history that took place after him, because if it's before him, it's prophetic. Y'all hope y'all follow what I'm saying. This is what's happening now with modern scholars. They're trying to erase all of the history or evidence of old scholars pointing out the prophetic value of, for example, Isaiah, Isaiah was found all 66 chapters of Isaiah. And Isaiah mentions Cyrus by name 150 or 140 years before he's born. That, brothers and sisters, is prophetic value. That proves there's a God. Now, read this here.
The authorship and date of Daniel are two of the more contested issues in the field of biblical studies.
That's why, because of what I said. Read on.
See date, page 230. Daniel claimed to write this book, 12:4.
Chapter 12:4, go ahead.
And he used the autobiographical first person from chapter 7, verse 2
Meaning
only.
I, Daniel, I this, I that, in the first person. Go ahead.
The Jewish Talmud agrees with this testimony.
Oh, God. Go ahead.
And Christ attributed a quote from chapter 9, verse 27 to Daniel the prophet, Matthew 24:15.
Right. Christ quotes Daniel in Matthew 24, verse 15. Christ said that Daniel said. He didn't say, oh, some guy that wrote Daniel's name. He said Daniel said in Matthew 24. Or it is written, pretty much. He's quoting Daniel. I'll say that. Read on. Wait, hold on with that. Let me see. Go to the next page. Another page. Okay, go down. Let me see. It mentions the words Imperial Aramaic. Stop. Go down. Read right here. Read largely because.
Largely because of the extensive visions in Daniel concerning.
Stop. What?
In Daniel.
No, read again from the top.
Largely because of the extensive visions.
Stop. Largely because of the extensive visions. We read them earlier. Daniel 2, Daniel 7. These are extensive visions of things to come. Watch.
In Daniel, concerning the empires which succeeded the Babylonian Empire,
which came after Babylon. Go ahead.
And a conviction that predictive prophecy is impossible.
That's the arguments they're having. These scholars are trying to argue that predictive prophecy is impossible because there is no God. Imagine a biblical scholar going out of his way to disprove God. A biblical scholar is trying to disprove God. This is Satan at work. Read on.
Many critics have argued that Daniel is a fraudulent book written in the time of the Maccabees in the 2nd century BC.
Yep, they're saying it was written around 2nd century BC and not during Daniel's time. It was written during the time of the Greeks and not during the time of Babylon. Read on.
Not in the 6th century as the book claims.
Yep.
There are
500s BC, Babylon time. Go ahead.
There are, however, strong reasons.
There are what?
Strong reasons.
There are, however, strong reasons. Go ahead.
For accepting the 6th century date.
But there are strong reasons for accepting that the book was written during the time of Babylon. Read.
The argument that predictive prophecy is impossible, and therefore that the sequence of empires depicted in chapters 7 and 8 was written during the 2nd century BC period of Greek domination involves a dogmatic rejection of the supernatural.
See what they're doing? It involves a complete religious rejection of God, of the supernatural. Watch.
Furthermore, this argument for a 2nd century date assumes that the 4 empire nations depicted are Babylonia,
the lion,
Media,
the bear,
Persia, and Greece.
The leopard. Go ahead.
It is apparent, however, that Daniel speaks of a combined Medo-Persian empire, chapter 5:28.
He does. Go ahead.
And that the description of the 4th empire fits Rome,
go ahead,
which achieved dominance long after the alleged 2nd century BC date of writing, rather than Greece.
So this is way after. So even if you were to say that, where did the writer get Rome from? Because if that means the guy's still a prophet. If he mentions Rome. And the 10 toes, that's prophecy. Read on.
Although it is claimed that the Aramaic portion of Daniel, chapters 2 and 7,
watch,
is late Aramaic.
So it's claimed that the Aramaic portion of Daniel's chapter 2 to 7, which we read today, is late Aramaic. Watch this.
Recent studies have shown
that
Daniel's Aramaic is actually an example of early Imperial Aramaic.
So it's recently shown that the book of Daniel, chapters 2 and 7, were actually written in Imperial Aramaic. Remember, Daniel was a prince, so they spoke an imperial level of Aramaic because the Aramaic is a cousin of Hebrew. It's not Hebrew. People say, oh, it's ancient Hebrew. It is not. Aramaic is I'll say, for lack of a better word, a relative to Hebrew, like Arabic is. They're relative. And Aramaic eventually, to some extent, if not most, replaced Hebrew, and they began to speak that instead. Some say it's ancient Hebrew. I've heard arguments over that. I don't really go into that stuff. I don't really care. But some would say that Aramaic or ancient Imperial Aramaic is like an older Hebrew or like a cousin of it. Regardless of the fact, they say that Daniel wrote Daniel in Imperial Aramaic. Watch this.
A form consistent with a 6th century BC date.
That in Aramaic existed and was found in the time of Babylon, Persia. So the language it's written in was in a time when that language was dominant. So it cannot have been a Greek date. Read on.
In addition,
Watch this.
The presence of fragments of the text of Daniel.
Among what?
Among the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Just like Isaiah, see it earlier. Go ahead.
Fragments which apparently date to the Maccabean period.
Okay, go ahead.
Does not allow sufficient time for a work supposedly written in the Maccabean period to have become widely accepted as scripture.
There was no time for it to be widely accepted as scripture by the time of Rome. There's not enough time. So it had to have been written at an earlier time. So the book of Daniel, chapters 2 to 7, were originally found in Imperial Aramaic, an Aramaic that existed during the time of Babylon or Persia. So if it's written in a language that was dominant in the Babylonian captivity, then that means the Persian, Greek, and the Roman histories of Daniel are completely, predictively prophetic. Just like Isaiah's writing of Cyrus's name is predictively prophetic 150 years before. Y'all understand? That's why I entitled this lesson, The Prophet and the Fourth Beast, because these men were prophets of God. No denying, we were prophets. Our forefathers are prophets of God. All right? Yeah. So, all praise to the Most High. We're gonna land right there for now because it's getting late. We're gonna land right there. Hope you guys. We're gonna come back and revisit this again. But Lord's will, hope you guys. I haven't forgotten my question. Why did the Lord show Nebuchadnezzar the vision of the increase of major empires, time of Gentiles, and the end? That's your homework. You'll figure it out. But I will eventually give you the answer to that as we proceed later on in the lesson. So, all praise to the Most High. Shalom. Thank you for your time.
All praises to the Most High. Let's give another round of applause for Deacon Show. That was late. All right. Our Hidden History. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. IUIC Philadelphia. IUIC Philadelphia in the classroom. Donate to OHH on PayPal. IUIC.Philadelphia at IsraelUnite.org. Donate to the Booster Club on PayPal. IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. Last but not least, subscribe to IUIC TV. Get exclusive content from the leadership of IUIC. Next.
That's crazy. Somebody put, did you know that the Ashkenazi do not consider Daniel a prophet? They claim he did not write to the Jews, but in the courts of a foreign ruler. These guys is crazy, bro. So they ain't the guys, man. They ain't the guys. That's true. They're not the guys. So I'm not surprised. Go ahead.
Doesn't Christ quote Daniel and calls him a prophet?
He
and
does.
then quotes his prophecy.
But they don't believe in Christ either, so
yeah.
It wouldn't even make a difference even bringing it to them. You know?
I guess Christ was wrong.
Yeah, they gotta stop digging tunnels in Brooklyn. They'll figure it out. Go ahead.
Missing persons is Kaylee Q. Benham Jackson. She's 14, African American, sex female, brown, eye color brown. Weight is 105.
You should speak into the mic a little bit.
Yes, sir. Katie is missing from the 600 block of Franklin Place. She was last seen wearing a beige zip-up hoodie with white tank top, black pants, and white purple New Balance sneakers. If anyone has any information regarding the whereabouts of our sister, contact the Philadelphia Police Department. Next. Land Fund. Land Fund.
This guy speak like he reads on this phone, man. This is crazy. Man.
Land Fund.
So I usually don't talk this much. I just let my face do the talking.
All praise to the Most High. We got the land. Hey, but there's more work to be done. If you want to donate to IUIC.nationhood at IsraelUnite.org. In the notes section, put the land. Next. All right. As y'all know, this is the survey section. So We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. Leave that on the screen for a while for y'all.
Yeah, make sure y'all do the survey, man.
Hey, Lost Tribes of Israel, you stay in the comments, but you don't prove anything you talking.
He lost.
Yeah, he's lost. Retarded, saying retarded stuff.
What are you saying?
Not talking about Columbus, King James, King Ferdinand, all of Spain, all black, orchestrated the slave trade. Talking about we did sell ourselves into. It's nonsense, D. It's just confusing the group, man. It pissed me off. Go ahead. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
All right, like I said, man. Going to that space stuff, man. I attract the loonies, bro. That's why I went right back to scripture. But I knew I'll touch on the sin tranquility, and I'll open the floodgates to all the crazies in the comment board.
They were just waiting.
Like, I can't wait till he mentions the space travel. I got spaceships all in my basement. I want the whole world to know what's going on.
Now's my time.
The Subway restaurant sandwiches aren't even real. They're all fully Dunkin' Donuts. That's it.
Hey,
whatever, man.
Hey, by the way, a sister on here did say she looked up. She fact checked us. She looked up on Wikipedia how many times the America went to space, and it was 6 times from 1969 to 1972.
There you go. You fact check us, but we don't mind you fact check us. We might be wrong. Things happen. We make a mistake, but you fact check us, you'll see. You know, we tend to fact check ourselves, but we don't mind y'all doing it. You know, that's good. Y'all inquire and see what we're saying is true. Like the Thessalonians.
That's a noble thing.
That's a noble thing to do. To inquire. That's good. We might be wrong. You can correct. And someone mentioned Sigmund Freud. I said thank you. I forgot the name. So thank you. I like to have the audience to be involved. You know, I enjoy the interaction with y'all. I appreciate you guys are very lively of an audience. Yeah, my people, man, I love y'all. All praise, even you crazy dudes and sisters on there that keep saying it over again. Yehuba's Hebrew, Yehuba's Hebrew, Yehuba's Hebrew. Y'all crazy dudes, I love y'all too, man. Just take your medications, all right?
And just want to give a shout out to the kitchen team for always being there.
Yes. Round of applause, IT, damn. Jesus Christ, man, come on.
Shout out to those sisters putting in their book.
Yeah, man. Shout out to your audience as well for being interactive and helping us out. 3i Atlas, thanks to y'all. I forgot that too. Thank y'all very much. So we'll see y'all next week, man. We got more in store for y'all. Next week? Maybe next week. Wait. No, not next week. No, because we got something going on.
The family
so I'll see y'all in a couple. Lord's will. I'll see y'all a couple. I got some more to work on anyway, so that's good for me. I can give me some time to work on some more stuff. So Lord's will, see y'all in a couple of weeks. Lord's will, life lasts. Shalom, Most High, Christ bless. Do your homework. Find out why. Or we'll find out. We'll find out together. All right, about Nebuchadnezzar and the dream and why he showed him. All right, so stay tuned. Shalom. Most High, Christ bless. Until next time. Shalom.
Shalom. Most High, Christ bless. I'm gonna find out before y'all.